Ice on my neck, doesn't coming. I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning.
When you see things differently, you can be the
Ice on my neck, doesn't coming. I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning.
When you see things differently, you can be the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dale Center. I'm your host, Dale Tanhart, and I'm coming to you live from the Music City out here in Nashville, Tennessee on this beautiful Thursday evening. How is everybody doing in the chat? It's good to see everybody back again. You see the Prize Picks promo flowing on the bottom of the screen. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way right now. You head over to prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code GARAGEGUYS when you sign up, and Prize Picks will do a matching deposit bonus up to $100. Prize Picks is the easiest way to play daily fantasy sports and is a proud partner of the Garage Guys. And basically, if you deposit $100 with promo code Garage Guys, Prize Picks will give you another $100 as well. So great deal over at Prize Picks, great partner of the Garage Guys, and a really fun daily fantasy sports game. And Prize Picks keeps Dale Center on the road, baby. So shout out to them. I feel like I missed them last time by accident, so went ahead and did the smart thing, get them out of the way first. How is everybody doing tonight? I see a lot of fucking comments in here. Holy shit. All right, there's Exit. Love to see you again. 80-1. Who's 80-1? What are we looking at? David Green. Anybody remember David Green, the Timberwolf car? Apparently he might be racing this weekend, according to this guy. Jason, how's it going, my man? Good to see you back here again. Exit, love this. Murder some tacos, a case of Pacifico that's cold. Wife is leaving for the weekend. Calling in sick tomorrow. The house is fucking ready. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Spurs Ted Lasso, appreciate it. I can't lie. I cannot lie. I'm a big Dr. Disrespect guy, so I appreciate the retro wave music, the synth wave style stuff. He really got me onto it like 2 years ago. And me and Garage Guy Chase have bumped a lot of that kind of shit over the past year traveling on the road. So Sox, good to see you. Casey, good to see you. 80-1 Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon. And we're going to talk about him later in the show. I'm pretty hype about Austin Dillon this weekend. And a lot of people may not agree, but Michigan has been kind of a good track for him. So Rick Ware Racing is signing Kyle Busch. Credit to Sox. Credit to Sox. IndyCar winner. Yeah, it's Iowa was great, but got murdered last week at the Indy Road Course. Did not expect that race to turn out how it did. It was kind of a snoozer, but Alexander Rossi, Joey Molinaro called that one. Joey Molinaro, big funny guy in the funny guy industry and huge IndyCar guy, came on the Garage Guys NASCAR podcast and talked about Alexander Rossi. Literally said he's riding Rossi until the fucking wheels fall off. And he was right. Alexander Rossi got it done. And the Garage Guys did not. So we need a big win in IndyCar this weekend. I think I feel pretty good about it. And finally, we have some odds we can look at. On Thursday, I'm so proud of the IndyCar series for getting odds out for once before Friday or Saturday. So Music City Grand Prix this weekend in Nashville. Let's go ahead and get those odds on the bottom of the screen. This was a crazy race last year that was dominated by Colton Herta. You had 9 cars that did not finish this race due to crashes, repeated crashes because the turns are so damn narrow at this racetrack. I don't know what kind of changes we're going to see this year. The bridge was kind of an issue with how bumpy it is once you go over that slight arc. It's going to be a crazy one again. And Marcus Ericsson, who went airborne in a wreck early in the race, comes all the way back to win the Music City Grand Prix, which was just fucking nuts. Colton Herta dominated this race. Everybody was betting on Herta. I think he closed at like plus 250. I mean, he was that much of a favorite, and he crashed out chasing after Marcus Ericsson there at the end. So it was a crazy one. Yeah, that is the Nick Saban guy. That is what he's known for, is the good impressions with Nick Saban, Ed Orgeron. He does a great Chris Collinsworth too. So Joey's an awesome dude. If you ever see Joey, go up and talk to him. He loves when people go up, approach him, and he's very easy to talk to and is just a super down-to-earth guy. About to have a baby too. So big things ahead for Joey Molinaro, and he is OG Garage fan. Every time we come to Indianapolis, we got to get him on the show. So yes, this is a street race. This is a street race. It was it's basically, I mean, yeah, it's just literally a street race. I don't even know how else to say it. It's just they put up a bunch of barriers and obstacles basically to create a very bizarre circuit, and it goes over the bridge, and it's all through downtown Nashville. It is really fucking badass, and I think I'll be there this weekend. I'm here right now, so I think I'll be there, but remains to be seen. But congrats on the sex, Joey. Love that comment. All right, love the comments. I got to get into talking on the bets. Joseph Newgarden opens as a favorite at plus 450 with Pato Ward. This is via Barstool Sportsbook. Colton Herta plus 600 along with Will Power. Scott Dixon, Alex Blow, Alexander Rossi at 9-1. Defending winner Marcus Ericsson 10-1. Scott McLaughlin, very sneaky guy here at 12-1. Felix Rosenquist 14-1. And you look further down the board, I think Renus VK is interesting at 22-1. And then go even further down, I think Graham Rahal is an interesting play. Hopefully we get some top 3 and some top 5 odds. I'd look at Graham Rahal, who finished 5th in this race last season. But we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of odds yet. I'm just really proud of the sports books other than Caesars. Oh, look at this. We got us. Is this a sex bot? New AI will find a girl for you. New AI will find a girl for you. Appreciate it, sex bot. Can we get an F in the chat for whoever the fuck this is? Appreciate that. You know your show's doing well when the sex bots start chiming in. I already get them on Instagram. I get them on Twitter. And now they are on Dale Center. They have become a staple of Dale Center here on this Thursday evening. So Music City Grand Prix is going to be a lot of fun. Nashville is just an excellent place, a super fun place, an emerging place when it comes to just the community, and just the nightlife here is fucking insane. It's literally an adult playground. And I would be one of those adults that would be in the playground all the time. So Nashville, anybody out here, hopefully I'll run into you. But I have some news later in the show that might inhibit me from coming out here for the race, but we will see. I'll tell you about it later. Moving on, let's talk the NASCAR Xfinity Series New Holland 250 at Michigan. Answered your question, I will not be at Michigan this weekend, but Josh Berry, Noah Gragson, Justin Allgaier, the clear early favorites. Junior Motorsports at high-speed racetracks has been unstoppable in 2022. Noah Gragson won at Pocono. Josh Berry won at Charlotte. Justin Allgaier has been really good as well. He's had a couple wins. Junior Motorsports speed has been blinding at similar racetracks to Michigan, and they were really good here last year. If it wasn't for a late race caution, Josh Berry probably wins the number 1 Junior Motorsports Chevrolet that he was filling in for Michael Annett and dominated the late portion of that race. But A.J. Allmendinger capitalized on a late race restart and won. I think A.J. Allmendinger is interesting here at plus 800. I think you can find more value on him on other sports books other than Barstool. I think he's being a little undervalued because he has had really good speed and has been really close to those Junior Motorsports cars. And just like last year, you get a late race restart. A.J. Allmendinger is a pro at restarts and capitalizing in those dramatic late race situations. I fucking hate myself for not betting on him at Indy Road Course. Ate my words there. But you get some more value, way better value this week than you would have had last week for A.J. Allmendinger. I'm sure there's already going to be people betting on him and a lot of the Junior Motorsports guys. I also like Sam Mayer at plus 1,200. We've seen all these other junior guys get wins, run up front. Sam Mayer has had excellent speed at this very style of racetrack. I think at 12-1, 14-1 is a good value play. Somebody who could come out, qualify on the pole, and his odds could shrink to maybe 8-1, 10-1. I think he's a good play. Even Brandon Jones at 14-1 via Barstool Sportsbook. I'm big-time fading John Hunter Nemechek. He's in that same price range. I'll talk about him later. I got a pick that's directly against him in the Dale Center top 5 plays. So not a lot to look at here. I'm really close to calling the Xfinity Series not a sport. The Xfinity Series has been pretty lame on the betting side recently, especially with all these Junior Motorsports guys dominating. Then you come to a road course and you know A.J. Allmendinger is going to be a big favorite. All these Cup guys dive down, and I think Spurs Ted Lasso said it in the Discord. Xfinity gave out F1 odds last weekend. Just 100% fucked us on all odds. I was on Chase Briscoe, and he lost third gear. Still wasn't that much of a factor. Finished 5th. Ty Gibbs was terrible. He's almost on the dead to me list, which, by the way, I figured it would be easier to just get the Wall of Dale set up already before because I'm tired of handling it when I'm on the road. But Ty Gibbs almost made the Wall of Dale dead to me list. I can't find the right balance on betting on Ty Gibbs. I think I've only hit on him one time this year, and it was a big one, big lick at Road America when he beat Kyle Larson. But every other race this year I bet on him, he has fucked me royally. So Ty Gibbs, if he's on the card this week, loses again, he will be on this wall when I get back to the heart of America, a.k.a. South Mississippi, next weekend. So there's your Xfinity quick preview. Like I said, Michigan, not a boring race. has actually had some really exciting races over the past few years. But the series itself is almost not a sport to me because the betting product isn't the best right now. Hopefully that changes this weekend. We need a profit on Xfinity desperately. Moving on, NASCAR Cup Series odds for Michigan. What is this race even called? I got to look up what the title of this race is. Does anybody know? Save me like the 30 seconds of clicking this. NASCAR Cup Series. Because I know the Xfinity is a New Holland 250. FireKeepers Casino 400. There you go. I went to this race last year. It was a lot of fun. Anybody who is looking for different races to go to, Michigan should be a bucket list race because it is a fucking party. And I just saw actually today, shout out to Adam Stern, that Michigan sold out infield, all infield camping for the first time since 2012. Yeah, appreciate you, Exit. Didn't save me the 30 seconds. A little too late, but it's all good. I appreciate the help. But Michigan's a really cool place to go to. Michigan is a fun one. And the people there, they're like the rednecks of the North, as me and Garage Guy Chase labeled them last season when we went. They're pretty fucking crazy. If you've ever heard of the music festival Fast for Horses, you're a country music guy, you should go to that because it is next level psychotic shit. Like 6 people died at the music festival last year. That's how crazy it is. But Cup Series odds are interesting here this weekend. Kyle Busch is the favorite. He's on one of the worst streaks of his career, and he is the odds-on favorite at plus 650. Then you got the Hendrick guys of Elliott and Larson at 7.5 to 1. Denny Hamlin plus 800. Ryan Blaney, Chastain, Reddick 11 to 1. Ryan Blaney is the defending winner of this race. William Byron at 1,300 was dominant in this race last season. Gave up the win on a late race restart. Daniel Suarez, I think, is interesting at 22 to 1. He opened more like 30 to 1. I think either 28 to 1 or 30 to 1. I know Greg Mathern, contributor of GarageGuysFantasySports.com, talked about Daniel Suarez. So be sure to check that out on our website. Greg's always putting out good content, and be expecting the Xfinity Best Bets article from Cody Zeeb. We'll have that out first thing tomorrow morning, maybe late tonight. So talking about Cup, I'm very interested in Austin Dillon. And I want to get everybody's thoughts on this. He opened at 75 to 1 on Caesar Sportsbook, and I locked him in immediately. RCR has been really fast on this type of racetrack throughout 2022. We've seen it with Tyler Reddick. Has been explosive at these types of racetracks, high-speed racetracks. You look at Fontana. You look at Pocono. Didn't have a great race at Pocono. But you look at Fontana. You look at Charlotte. You look at Kansas, Vegas. Tyler Reddick had excellent speed at all of those racetracks, led a bunch of laps, and had just tremendously bad luck with tire failures. So Tyler Reddick, I think, is a formidable option once again. The Red Dog licked the brick this past weekend at IMS, and that was a lot of fun. Congrats on all the Reddick bettors last week because that was a fucking blast. I think he's got to be a contender again. And Austin Dillon, I think, is very undervalued right now. I think he should be priced more like 50 to 60 to 1. And Caesars has moved that line to 60 to 1 since I bet it on Tuesday. BetMGM still has Austin Dillon at 66 to 1 to win, plus 800 for a top 5, I think is excellent value as well for a guy that has had some success at Michigan over the years, whether it's been Cup or Xfinity. He's won an Xfinity race here, and he has multiple top 10 finishes in the Cup Series. And 2022, Austin Dillon's performance has been a lot better than it was last year or in 2020. So another thing we see about this race is a fuel mileage. It could be a fuel mileage race. We've seen a lot of fuel guys win before. Jeremy Mayfield back in 2005. Greg Biffle did it in 2013. And I'm sure there's a couple more in there. Mark Martin won a fuel mileage race in 2009, I believe, when Jimmy Johnson ran out of gas and Greg Biffle ran out of gas as well. So Austin Dillon is in one of those positions where I think they will be competitive. And if we get into a situation like that where guys are going to be stretching it, gambling on fuel, Austin Dillon's team, they will roll the dice to get him into the playoffs. We've seen him win at some random tracks. He won at Texas due to pit strategy in 2020. He won the Coca-Cola 600 back in 2017, I believe, due to pit strategy. And that was a fuel mileage race. So be on the lookout for Austin Dillon. I think there is some really strong value. And I love to consider the fact that he finished second at Fontana earlier this year. And like I said, RCR in total has had really strong speed at higher speed racetracks, aka Pocono, Fontana, Vegas, Charlotte, Kansas, all higher speed racetracks. Michigan, we're going to be going faster than fuck this weekend. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be a very exciting race considering what we saw at Fontana. They put on a hell of a show at Auto Club earlier this year. So I think we're going to see a great race. I'm hesitant on most bets for the Cup Series just because Fontana was a race of attrition. And if you survived that race, you were a contender at the end. So I think there's a potential we could see a survivor type race. We're testing out new tire codes this weekend as well. So who knows? We might be losing left rear tires every 30 laps like we saw at fucking Texas, Kansas, Auto Club. Hopefully we don't see that, but be aware of that. So I'm going to stay kind of calm, kind of tame on locking in a bunch of Cup picks before we see practice and qualifying. But it's going to be a fun race. I think it's going to be a blast. And once again, if you're joining in late, I will not be there. Garage Guy Chase and I will not be in Michigan. I'm in Nashville right now. Chase taking some extra time with the family as needed. And I've been on the road for 4 weeks, I think. So I'm still out here. But no, I will not be at Michigan. Everybody who goes out there, you're going to have a blast. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. So want to see what you guys see, what you guys are liking. Riley Herbst over John Hunter Nemechek at plus 105. Trevor, I don't hate this bet. I'm not the biggest Riley Herbst guy, but I like the value there because Riley Herbst has been better in 2022 than he has in years past, and it seems like his performance is improving week by week. So I don't hate that one. Greg, good to see you. Yeah, we talked about this on Twitter. I think I quote tweeted something, or you had quote tweeted me back about the new tire combination. It is kind of scary. I don't know. That is honestly probably the number one reason why I'm staying pretty tame on bets before we see track time, because I really want to see how these tires perform, what the drivers say about them, and I'm right there with you, straight up, right there with you. Hey, Logan, appreciate you. Yeah, YouTube is way more fun because now you get your comments up here on the screen. You get to talk bets. And Twitter's good because I can get the word out there at least, right? I can get people that see it. And maybe once they see that I won't see their comments on Twitter, they'll come over to YouTube and be able to join the community and have some fun. So, Seabell self-spin minus 200 on Sunday. Quite possible. Austin Dillon top 10 plus 190. This line, I think, opened at like 250 or 300, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there, but Austin Dillon, I think there's great value all across the board. Nemechek over Hemrick. Daniel Hemrick just sucks, man. So I don't blame you for taking that one. I don't trust that 26 car. That 26 car has been very inconsistent, even when John Hunter Nemechek has been in that car. So that's like my biggest argument against this one is let me tuck this back in. By the way, Kenny Irwin, RIP Kenny Irwin. This is the tie, the drip of the day. Shout out to my good friend Guy, who's like 140 pounds soaking wet. And shout out to myself for leaving my suit and my blazer and my button down on the fucking RV. That is not with me anymore. So I had to borrow my friend Guy's shirt and blazer. And it's a pretty tight squeeze for a fat ass like me. But this is the drip of the day. Kenny Irwin would have been a legend. Appreciate it. K. Gavin, appreciate you. Custer 950 top 10. Wow. What book is that on? That is – I need some confirmation on what sportsbook that is because that is an insane line. I feel like Cole Custer's better performances have come on flatter, higher speed racetracks. So that's an interesting line right there for sure. Give me confirmation on that one, and I'll come back to you. But let's go ahead and get the Wall of Dale draft. If you were here last week, you know it was an absolute struggle in the single-wide trailer in the heart of Speedway, Indiana. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and just get everybody up on the board before the show starts. That way I'm not struggling. I'm not wasting a shit ton of time because at the end of the day, you are here to see some bets, my top plays, and I'll recap what we did last week and then get into what I like this week. Once we do this draft, these are the drivers that are hot and are not, and are on my love list or my hate list, and I'll go over that with you right this second. Let's fucking go. Walldale draft. All right. I'm in pretty tight quarters here, so I'm going to start with the bad. David Starr, actually, be better if I do this. David Starr, permanent on the wall. There's just no way he can come back because of Homestead 2021. He is a Dale 401k theft champion and probably always will be. Christian Eckes, I'm just fucking tired of betting on this kid. He's been so close, and he's fucked me over and over again when he's led laps, running the top 3 all day long, and then he just falls apart at the end. So Eckes, big time 401k thief. Ross Chastain. I had to do a double take when I looked at how much money I've lost on this guy this year. While a lot of other people have made a shit ton off of Ross Chastain over his 2 wins, I've gotten wrecked by Ross Chastain. And talk about the worst beat ever. Ross Chastain for a top 5 at the Indy Road Course. All he has to do is make the fucking corner and turn right, and he would have gotten a top 5 probably. Instead, he just blows through that penalty lane and almost takes the win away from Tyler Reddick and just murders my entire retirement fund within 2 minutes. But I put the house on Ross Chastain for a top 5. And that was just a brutal beat. As soon as he missed that corner, I was like, that's a fucking penalty. And that is a washed up bet. Say goodbye to that money. So when betting on Ross Chastain this year, minus 12.1 units. That is insanely bad. That is actually the most I have lost on any driver throughout 2022. He has been the least profitable driver for me in 2022. I respect him, though. He's a fucking madman. I respect his decision. But God damn it, just turn right, and you probably are going to get a top 5. So that one hurts. Ross Chastain is a 401k theft champion. And, of course, Martin Truex Jr. I say it every week. You guys can echo it in the comments. I've never seen a driver who wants to lose as bad as Martin Truex Jr. That's all I have to say about that. Martin Truex Jr. loves losing, and it's not debatable. Dead to Dale. These are the guys, if you're new to the show. These are the worst right now. These are the worst in my book. These are the next worst when it comes to money they've lost me or just personal beef. And Austin Cindric is permanently dead to Dale. So he will always be right there. I just could never see him getting off that list. He's like David Starr for the theft champion, but on the dead to Dale. He will always be dead to Dale. Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe is an interesting one here because I bet on him in the Xfinity race. He was a complete non-factor. And I fucking hate him right now, even though he has been very profitable for me. Plus 16.3 units when betting on Briscoe this year. When he stayed out in stage 1, I was very, very upset. Because I had Ryan Blaney at plus 1,400 to win stage 1. And that would have been a massive hit via Barstool Sportsbook. But instead, Chase Briscoe, the Indiana kid, who in his home state should go for the win. He's probably got a decent enough car that could have contended for the win. Instead, just fucks the whole race up for one single point. And fucks up my Ryan Blaney bet. Because I knew Blaney was going to stay out. Team Penske chases stage points. It doesn't matter how good they are. They always chase stage points. And they did it. Both Blaney and Logano stayed out. But we're both behind this motherfucker. So I'm upset with Chase Briscoe. He's currently dead to Dale. And probably will not bet on Chase Briscoe this weekend. So that sucks. And additionally, Ryan Blaney, also dead to Dale. For reasons I just stated, every time I bet on this guy, I lose. It just does not matter what it is. I could pick him to finish last. I could pick him to wreck. I could pick him for top 10. I could pick him to finish every other position except 34th, and he would finish 34th, and I would lose the bet. So minus 9.8 units when betting on Blaney this year. He has been a betting disaster for me, and I know a lot of people in the Garage fam have been betting on Blaney, and just It just doesn't work out. But he is the defending winner of this race, and I think he will win at Daytona in a couple weeks. So keep that in mind. But Ryan Blaney, dead to me. Now I'm going to come over here so you can see I'm like a psychopathic meteorologist with the board. Sports Guide of the Week will be announced at the end of the show. It's a very special one for me. I'll explain that one later. So we're leaving this empty for today. These are the drivers that are doing it for Dale. These are the guys that are in good eyes of me, which I can't even find a fucking word right now. My vocabulary is pathetic right now, but these guys are in good shape when it comes to NASCAR betting in 2022. Josh Berry, a lot of chatter about Josh Berry this weekend. Think he's going to be a really strong play. Should have won this race last year. When betting on Josh Berry, I'm plus 14.7 units in 2022. Barstool has him at plus 400. I've seen him at plus 500 on a couple other books. Maybe go with that value before practice and qualifying because I think he's going to be fucking good. Joey Logano got me that top 10 bet, which was one of the Dale Center top plays. That was a good bet. Joey to get a top 10 at the Indy Road Course. He got that done. Plus 12.14 units when betting on Joseph L. in 2022. Not the biggest Joey fan, but I love when he makes me fucking money. He has been a good, consistent cash cow for me in 2022. And then Chandler Smith. Shout out to the truck god. Chandler Smith just had a baby. Congratulations, Chandler, and his wife for having a baby boy, I believe. And we know the saying. New to the show, you better get used to this. Everybody wins after they have a kid. It is not debatable. When you have a kid, you win a race within like the next couple months. Everybody does it. He's going to win sometime soon, and he has been profitable for me in 2022, plus 12.45 units when betting on Truck God II, a.k.a. Chandler Smith. So now, an exclusive list. You notice Zane Smith is not up here anymore. I've lost like 5 bets in a row on Zane Smith, so he is off the wall. Made a few changes. Christopher Bell's not up here right now because I'm fucking pissed about a matchup I bet on that he should not have won, and he did. I'll get to that later. But the Dale 401k Series Grand National Champions list. Grant Enfinger. I want a round of applause for Grant Enfinger, baby. Plus 2,000 to win at IRP. I told you guys it was old man weekend at IRP. Average age of IRP winners since 2004, 44 and a half years old. Grant Enfinger is 37. So he actually brought that average down just a little bit. But I knew it was going to be old guy weekend. Shout out to Flip Phone Johnny. Flip Phone Johnny did not have the best day. But I did tell you about Grant Enfinger. Plus 12.3 units on the year. And all because of that one bet. I haven't been betting on Grant Enfinger much this season. So, love Grant Enfinger. Old man weekend at IRP. And of course, big, super big, mega round of applause for the Red Dog, Tyler Reddick. Actually, you can see my guy, Grant Enfinger. I kind of had him blocked, but Grant Enfinger's here. Tyler Reddick has been a fucking machine when it comes to making money this season. Between Cup and Xfinity, I've picked all 3 of his wins, even though I have bet on him like 50 times. Tyler Reddick, when betting on in 2022, has netted 31.9 units. I need a round of applause for Tyler Reddick. The Red Dog licked the bricks. We had a great time doing some content together. Good friend of the show. And that is the Wall of Dale draft. Man, Tyler Reddick has been unbelievable. Can you believe that? My unit count on the Cup Series, like total unit count on all bets, is like 31.5 units. And Tyler Reddick alone for me has been 31.5 units, basically. So that's crazy. It also tells you how fucking terrible every other Cup driver has been for me, except like Joseph L. Christopher Bell's been pretty good. Chase Elliott, I think I have a profit on him. Denny Hamlin. Excuse me. So there you go. There's your Wall of Dale draft. I'll get into the sports guide towards the end of the show. Let's see some comments. You guys have been racking it up. Love Grant. Been wanting a dub for that dude for a long time. I told you guys last week, man, the short tracks are the equalizer when you don't have as much speed, right? And it's been clear GMS in the truck series has taken a step backwards. Infinger's been running okay, like top 10s, but has never really contended for a win in 2022. But you come to a short track like IRP, it's old man weekend. Old man fucking weekend. I just love that saying. Obviously, I wish Flip Phone Johnny Sauter would have had a better run. But when you're lacking speed, short tracks are a good equalizer, and that's why Grant Enfinger was so fast, because now we're putting a little bit more into the driver's hands when it comes to braking and just experience. I think is a big factor at a track that we hadn't been to in 10 or 11 years. So big shout out Grant Enfinger. I actually picked first and second in that race. I had Ben Rhodes as my other play, and he finished second. So I think I've done that like 6 or 7 times this year in the truck series. What are we doing next? I've lost my flow of the show while I've been on the road. And the comments, man. Prologue by Dinger. I missed something here. Tyler Reddick is paying my rent on the regular at this point. Red Dog. We love the Red Dog, and he is just the best dude ever. Like, such a good down-to-earth guy, and is a huge fan of the Garage Guys. Speaking of fans, Super Andrew, attending like 30 races in 10 days. Yeah, he watched the IRP race with us. So always good to see Super NASCAR fan Andrew. Big contributor to the Discord, right? We love Super NASCAR fan Andrew and everything he does for the Garage Fam. Let's get in the top plays. I think it's time. I want you guys to get your Tanhart Triple Crown parlays ready, because we're going to ride another one. We've gone 0 for 2 on the community. We've gone 0 for 6 on my Triple Crown, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer. I need some positive electric energy from you guys on the fucking NASCAR parlay. So let's recap last week. This is last week. Make sure it's clear to anybody that chimes in late. If you're watching the replay, this is last week's recap right here. Grant Enfinger or Sauter for a top 3. Kind of mentioned this. I told you to put a unit on the Enfinger and 3/4 of a unit on Sauter, and you would profit. That is exactly what happened. Grant Enfinger wins that motherfucker. Joey Logano top 10 plus 165. This turned out to be a great bet. Shout out to Joey on one of those late race restarts. Just sent everybody like 6 wide and just eliminated like 5 drivers. So Joey was like a 12th to 14th place car maybe, and just got real aggressive on one of those restarts and got me a top 10. So thank you, Joseph L. Appreciate you. This one was a big miss, big time miss. Noah Gragson had a rough day. Just rough day. Had contact, got roughed up, got caught a lap down trying to fix damage. And Justin Allgaier ran in the top 5 all day. So straight up just missed on this one. But the statistics told me that this was a good play. Ross Chastain, this should have hit. This should have hit at least the top 5. I mean, if you hit the top 5, you probably profit, which I would have based on my unit allocations. This one was a bummer because Ross was fast, and all you had to do is just turn right. Just turn right, you motherfucker. So we lose this one. And then the number 1 play, another one that should have hit. I'm sitting in the media center, and I see Christopher Bell blows a tire. The front right's all fucked up. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. That's cash money. And then the very next restart, William Byron gets fucking taken out and is unable to continue. Christopher Bell is able to continue and finishes like 14th with a fucked up race car. And Byron wrecks himself out with 2 laps to go while running 3rd. So that was a bad beat. It's pretty crazy. 4 out of these 5 should have hit. I mean, 4 of these 5 had all the business in the world of cashing. The Gragson over Allgaier was the only bad play, straight up. So it is what it is. Let's see some comments. I see a lot more up in here. Yeah, he did. He sure did. I saw that in the Discord. Do I type out the lunatic line again? Absolutely. Let's see some lunatic lines, Trevor. Yeah, I mean, Chandler, you could be right. They have the speed, but Ross has just made so many enemies and continues this path of just being a madman. And I feel like it's going to bite. It's going to bite him, and it's going to bite us when we bet on him. And it's already bitten me with what he did last week. So I don't think this is a bad opinion at all whatsoever. It's all right, Son of Smoke. The energy was incredible, and it was close. It was close. So We're going to get them this week. Reminder, everybody, if you're new to the program, I will personally bet on my favorite parlay that you guys put in the chat, and it will be highlighted in my picks. And if it hits, it will be named after you. The Triple Crown parlay will be named after whoever nails the first parlay between 3 Motorsports Series bets. So get those ready. It's time to go over the Dale Center top plays. Boom. What a beautiful graphic. All sideways and crooked and shit. Dale Center top 5 plays. Socks. Bubba top 10. Dylan. Oh, man, yeah. Holy shit. Bubba, Gilliland, and Harrison Burton finishing 5th, 4th, and 3rd. My God. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I'm going to get the music back going on it. You've probably heard this enough, but I like it, and I want to listen to it. Let's get the energy level flowing. This is the Dale Center top 5 plays. So let's start at number 5, a guy that we have talked about, and I have talked about, and I've already locked in over on the Action Network. If you click the link below in this YouTube description to get to the Action Network, you can see my picks, and this pick specifically, Austin Dillon plus 6,600 to win and plus 800 for top 5 via BetMGM. If you look at the Action Network, you saw on Tuesday, I've already locked in Dillon at 75 to 1 on Caesar Sportsbook. That line has shifted drastically to 60 to 1. I just think there's a lot of value here. I'm thinking about the top 5. I haven't locked that one in just yet over on BetMGM, but I think there's excellent value in this play because of the speed RCR has had on high-speed racetracks. Austin Dillon has had success in Michigan in the past. He's won here in the Xfinity Series, and he's in desperation mode when it comes to getting into the NASCAR playoffs. There's got to be a lot of pressure on this kid seeing what Tyler Reddick's doing. I mean, Tyler Reddick has boosted himself into being a championship contender, and Austin Dillon's still on the outside looking in. I love this play, and you don't have to put much on it. I would bet it down to 50 to 1, I think. Just a sprinkle. Because I don't think it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but Austin Dillon has not qualified well this year at all. And he's still got 3 top 5s and 7 top 10s, and has had a couple races where he creeped up at the end. Specifically, Charlotte made a 3-wide pass for the lead and got wrecked. Could have won that race. And Auto Club snuck up at the end and finished 2nd. So I really like the top 5 play. You got to think Richard Childress is going to be putting everything he's got into this team to get Austin Dillon closer to a playoff spot. After seeing what Tyler Reddick's done, I mean, I don't want to say he's on the hot seat, but he's definitely got to be feeling some pressure. And I think this is a good track for him and will be a good track for both RCR guys. So I love the value here. Like I said, I would bet it down to 50 to 1. I got it at 75 to 1. So strong value here. Let's see, 80 to 1 on PointsBet. I'm not betting PointsBet anymore because they suck. PointsBet's terrible. But that's ridiculous. Anybody, if you use PointsBet, look at that comment. 80 to 1, Austin Dillon. Somebody can confirm that for me. That would be great because that is a really strong line. And you can just put a fucking dollar on it. And if it happens, you win you win 80 times your money, right? So you can put a penny on that one and be good. And I think the top 5 value specifically is a really strong play if you don't want to go on the to-win route. So give me Austin Dillon for the Dale Center top play, number 5. Number 4, this is the one IndyCar thing I feel good about. I saw somebody on Twitter tweet about the guy. Colton Herta dominated this race last year, has been so boom or bust in 2022, has just made mistakes when he's been leading laps. The inability to close has been tough for Herta, and still, you'd think he would get over this. In 2021, we saw it as a young guy. We know he's matured a decent bit, and we still have this problem. But I will say, right now he is on a three-race streak of finishing 10th or worse. The last time he was on a 3-race streak of finishing 10th or worse was earlier this year, and the 4th race he came back and won the Indianapolis Grand Prix. Keep that in mind. I like trends like that. They stick out to me. So 3 bad races in a row, comes out, wins. We have 3 bad races in a row. Maybe he comes out and wins this weekend in the Music City Grand Prix. Somebody tweeted at me and got him at 7 to 1. I have not seen 7-1 anywhere. So if anybody sees that, let me know. But I think at plus 650, still getting strong value. This is a guy that qualifies super well almost every single week, and we could see this line diminish in a heartbeat after qualifying. So give me Colton Herta plus 650. Keep an eye on top threes. If we get top three, if we get top fives on any of these sports books, keep an eye on top three. If it's at plus money, I'm taking it. No question about it, because after qualifying, we might see minus 150 for a top three for Colton Herta. So give me that. Yes, Son of Smoke, absolutely. PointsBet, complete garbage. And thank you for confirming that. On PointsBet, confirmed. Austin Dillon is still 80-1 to win the FireKeepers Casino 400. Love Colton Herta. Love Colton Herta. Love Colton Herta. He's IndyCar Blaney. That is an unbelievable comparison. Everything about them, I could see that. Off and on the track. I got to meet Colton Herta last weekend. He's a good dude. Good dude. Fun guy. But he was just so good here last year, and I feel a redemption thing coming because he should not have lost that race. The race got flipped upside down by strategy because of just repeated wrecks that were fucking up the fuel cycle, and it made him lose track position. He was really the only guy other than Ericsson that was able to pass cars without like gaining track position because somebody would wreck, or gaining track position over the way the fuel tire strategy had worked out. He was really good here last year. I smell redemption for Colton Herta, but goddamn, I love that comment, Ted Lasso. Love that comment. Herta 700 because of Chase. What book did you get Herta at? It was DK. Damn, well, that's just me not being on top of it then. I did not see plus 700, but I still would bet it at 650. I think Barstool. There's a big discrepancy right now. There's a sports book that has Herta at like plus 450 or plus 500. And I can't think of who it is. When we see those discrepancies, gotta love that, because we haven't picked up on IndyCar yet on the betting side. So Colton Herta plus 600, I'd get it while you can, because I think it will diminish after qualifying. That's my prediction. Look at top three as well whenever we get those odds, and hopefully we will get those odds. Number 3, I tweeted out a teaser that I love Xfinity matchups this weekend. Very interested in parlaying matchups. Again, I feel really confident. Like I said earlier, getting close to declaring the Xfinity series as not a sport, because the betting has just not been that fun recently. But I love this play right here. I talked about fading John Hunter Nemechek earlier, and it's not because of John Hunter. It's because of that number 26 Sam Hunt Racing Toyota. It has been very inconsistent. I know we've seen a flurry of different drivers in this car throughout the season, but even when John Hunter Nemechek has been in it, he hasn't been the best. He's been very inconsistent. His 2 best runs were at Phoenix and another shorter track. I think it was Darlington maybe. But when you look at these higher speed racetracks, they just have not performed super well. And Colleague Racing with AJ Allmendinger, I'm so stopped up right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't have bad allergies. I'm a little hungover. A little bit hungover, I will say. Had a good time at, what's that bar called? Kyle, what's that bar called that we were at? Tin Roof. Tin Roof, yeah. Tin Roof in Nashville was pretty fun. So I'm a little hungover. Maybe that's why my immune system has crashed. But sorry for the nasalness that is happening to me right now. Anyway, I love AJ Allmendinger here because Colleague and this number 16 team specifically have had really strong speed at higher speed racetracks in 2022. And I just don't think this will even be close. I think AJ will run in the top 5 all day. I think he'll be in contention with the junior motorsports cars. And I think John Hunter, the pit crew hasn't been good. The car has had repeated mechanical issues. I just don't see it happening for Nemechek. I don't mind taking Nemechek over Daniel Hemrick if you see that one, because Daniel Hemrick is so bad at closing, and it seems like something always goes wrong with Hemrick, no matter what racetrack it is. So I don't hate that matchup. I know somebody sent that in here earlier, but love fade Nemechek against AJ Allmendinger, who's one of the points leaders right now. Like, AJ's in this car every single week. He's running well every single week. He's got a shit ton of momentum after winning the Indy Road Course. John Hunter Nemechek running a part-time schedule in this car. I just don't see it. Love the value here. And I think after qualifying, we could see this value go away. So love that play. I don't know what you guys think about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on Ty Gibbs yet. Junior Motorsports has just been so fast. I can't say I'm on Gibbs. If I had to pick anybody right now outright, I would go to a book that has Josh Berry plus 500 or plus 550 and bet that. I haven't done it myself, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to do it right now. But if there was a bet I would do, that's an outright, it would be Josh Berry, 100%. Herbst v. Nemechek. That's just a stay away for me. I know somebody posted that earlier at plus odds, like plus 105. For me, I got to stay away. I got to stay away because I just don't trust Riley Herbst. Yeah, Troy, that was you that talked about that. I don't hate that one because we know how Daniel Hemrick is, but I'm in full fade mode when it comes to John Hunter Nemechek this weekend. So that's your top play number 3. And getting back over here, I usually have like a triple monitor set up. This is so much harder to do with a single monitor at a different house every week. It's fun, but it's a lot more difficult. So things are a little bit slower, but nonetheless, we're still getting the picks out there. And at number 2, I've already locked this one in via Barstool Sportsbook. You can check out how much I've got on it over on the Action app, which is in the description below. A link to Dale's NASCAR Cup bets. Daniel Suarez just had too much speed to be plus odds for a top 10. Straight up. It's not even a big statistical play for me, even though the stats will back it up when you look at his overall green flag speed. And it's almost like deja vu from Pocono. He was very undervalued at Pocono, and I think I took him over Chase Briscoe. That was my top play, and it wasn't even fucking close. It was an easy hit, easy grab. He finished 5th. You look at Pocono, you look at Charlotte, you look at Kansas. This guy has had really good speed at higher speed racetracks, straight up. I love using the combination, even though we do have a new tire code, which is concerning. I love using the combination of data from tracks like Charlotte, Vegas, Kansas, Pocono, just higher speed racetracks. When I look at Michigan, it's just so tough right now to look at data from the track history because this year has been so different than any year we've seen in the past 10 years in the NASCAR Cup Series. So it's harder to use old track data, especially with Daniel Suarez, because he's been excellent at tracks that he would have, like you look at the stats when he was a Stuart Haas or Joe Gibbs, he didn't do shit. Did not do shit at certain racetracks. But this year, it's a different Daniel Suarez and a different race team with Trackhouse. And I talk about him and Ross Chastain all the time. Their cars are just better. Their cars are just better. So plus odds for a top 10, I think, is a no-brainer play. Daniel Suarez. To compare this line on DraftKings Sportsbook and maybe BetMGM is minus odds. I haven't seen any other book that has a plus odds top 10 for Daniel Suarez. Absolutely love this play. Let me know what you guys think. I see the comments pouring in. 25-1. Yeah, that line has moved. I think he opened at 30-1. Like I said, Greg. There's Greg. Greg's already got him, I think, to win at 30-1 or something. But Red Dog Barry Herta for all the money. I love that one. Getting a little frisky. You're getting close to that Tan Hart Triple Crown. Love to see it. Get the parlays ready. We're not losing another fucking parlay this weekend, people. We're going to win the Tan Hart Triple Crown, and we're going to name it after one of you beautiful motherfuckers because you're going to give me the play that's going to win this weekend. Cole Custer top 10. I won't be number 1. Hey, the sex bot is back. Cheers to the sex bot. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Might have to hit you up later. I'm on a dry streak. Suarez, if we take out Auto Club, Vegas. Yeah, that's good data. You guys need to follow Greg Mathern on Twitter. He posts excellent data on Twitter, on GarageGuysFantasySports.com, and in the Garage Guys Discord, all of which you can see a link to in the bio, in the description below of this video. So Greg Mathern's got the data for you and has single-handedly made the Discord popping with statistical, factual analytics, and I love that kind of shit. Bubba Wallace top 10. I talked about Bubba in the Discord. I'm not ready to pull the trigger just yet. I don't see his line moving dramatically. It's already moved a little bit from what I would have. I think Greg got him at plus 4,000. We don't see plus 4,000 anymore. At least I don't think. If you see plus 4,000, let me know because I'm intrigued by that line. But 23XI is in the same category as Trackhouse. At least recently, when you look at some of these other high-speed racetracks like Kansas and Charlotte, They were so good at those racetracks. Bubba Wallace could be a good play. And I'm sure this line is at plus odds, at least for a top 10, Jonathan. So appreciate that one as well. Great bet on Suarez. Yep. Raphael, right on the fucking money. He had the best car at Charlotte and had one of the best cars at Kansas. If he doesn't make a mistake at Charlotte and he doesn't lose a tire at Kansas, he could be a 3-time winner this year, which is crazy to believe, right? Wait. Ted Lasso. GG Discord General Counsel. Yes, he is our lawyer. Greg Mathern is the garage guy's lawyer, 100%. Yes, he was. And that was when his pit crew was just fucking him repeatedly. We've seen better pit crew performance from Bubba Wallace. Not great, but better. So keep that in mind too. At a race where we might see long green flag runs. So absolutely. I'm not going to be on Ty Gibbs. I think Ty Gibbs could have his first top 10 this week in the cards. But I'm just not ready to risk it on Ty Gibbs. He's still learning these cars. So love the comments, love the feedback. Get the parlays ready, but let's get to the number one play. This might raise some eyebrows, but I'll tell you why I think it is the Dale Center top play of the weekend. And it's in the Xfinity Series. Sam Mayer over Austin Hill. Austin Hill's had a great year. Excellent year for a rookie. 2 wins. He has turned into the super speedway god of the Xfinity Series, and he's actually making his first Cup start this weekend. He's earned that Cup start with his strong performance for RCR in the Xfinity Series. We could see him in Cup within a couple years. No doubt in my mind. Austin Hill, very talented. However, this is a junior motorsports car, and this is an RCR car that has not been as good on high-speed, low-downforce racetracks. So don't look at Daytona, don't look at Talladega, don't look at Atlanta. That's pack racing. It's useless data. You look at tracks the Xfinity Series has been to, like Pocono, Vegas, Kansas, Auto Club, Charlotte. Sam Mayer has beaten Austin Hill. I don't have a piece of paper, but it's either 5-1 head-to-head at high-speed racetracks with low downforce, or 4-1 against Austin Hill head-to-head. So when we unload at these type of racetracks, Sam Mayer's better. And we talk about the theme of junior motorsports running the Xfinity Series bets. This is a time to take some value because I think Sam Mayer could be in the cards to get his first win this weekend. And I know I've said this a couple times before, but I really feel this way because Sam Mayer has had the speed to get it done. If his pit crew can perform and he can just not make a mistake, Sam Mayer will be a winner in the Xfinity Series. And I'm not even betting on that right now. I'm just telling you he's going to beat Austin Hill. If they make no mistakes, this is no contest for me. Sam Mayer will win this matchup 99 times out of 100. Give me Sam Mayer minus 115 over Austin Hill. Want to see the comments. Socks. Shocked by that one, huh? Trevor. I guess you agree with me, huh? Mayer with all that speed, I'm scared. Yeah, I mean, he can be pretty volatile, and we've seen that, right? He can be pretty volatile because of just the mistakes he's made, and the pit crew hasn't been as good as his teammates. But in this situation, I feel like the raw speed will really come out with Sam Mayer. I think he's a guy that could qualify on the pole and run top 5 all day. So, Jonathan, appreciate you loving it. Got Allgaier over Gibbs. Can't touch. Allgaier is so due for a bad run. It's ridiculous. And I can't trust Ty Gibbs for anything right now. So this is a big stay away from me. But if you look at the speed, yeah, Justin Allgaier has had the best speed on high speed, low downforce racetracks in 2022. So it's not a bad bet if you look at the stats, but Justin Allgaier, I just have the biggest love-hate relationship with him. I always miss on him, and when I bet on him, he just fucks me over. Except for Nashville. Nashville was great, but everywhere else has been tough. So, Mayer plus 1,200, love that. So there you go. Recapping the Dale Center top 5 plays. I got one more thing before we get in the Triple Crown parlay. Can't wait to see what you guys have for that one. But number 5, Austin Dillon to win or for a top 5. Hell, look at top 10. He's going to be plus odds for a top 10, so consider that as well. But I specifically love these 2 bets out of anything you could do with Austin Dillon. Number 4, Colton Herta in the IndyCar Series, Music City Grand Prix to win. We haven't seen any top 3 odds, but when top 3 odds come out, consider Colton Herta if it's plus money. Number 3, AJ Allmendinger over John Hunter Nemechek. Love this play in the Xfinity Series. Daniel Suarez in the Cup Series for a top 10 at plus money. I feel like it's just taking candy from a baby, but we shall see. We know Daniel's going to be fast. That's the big thing. We know he's got speed. Take it while you can. And then number 1, Sam Mayer over Austin Hill. Minus 115 via DraftKings Sportsbook. For all the reasons I just told you a few minutes ago. So let me know what you guys think about that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're going to get into the Triple Crown here in a second. But I have a difficult announcement I need to talk about real quick. And it could be depending on what happens, it could be the reason why I will not be at the Nashville Grand Prix this weekend. But this girl right here is my good friend Vicky, aka Slick Vic. Huge racing fan, tremendous racing family, and a huge friend of mine over the past few years. Has had a huge impact on my life, and she passed away this morning after battling cancer for a few years. Like I said, a tremendous race fan, racing family. All my thoughts, prayers, and condolences go to her family. She's a Miami citizen, and I was excited to go to Homestead and see her this year. But life is tough. Check on your friends, check on your family, because you never know what people might be going through. And Vicky is just such a good person, just an excellent human being. Most importantly, she exemplified how to be a great person, be friendly to everybody, selfless, and I'm going to miss her. So, Slick Vic, I'm going to miss you, my racing girl. Had to throw that out there, and love you very much, and hopefully I'll see you again one day. So, just want to give my deepest condolences, thoughts, and prayers to her entire family. Just has a great, awesome, caring family, and I'm going to miss her. So, had to throw her out there. Love her. Yeah, so life is difficult. Check on your friends. I know it's like a cliche. I see it on Twitter all the time, but not somebody who's experienced a lot of death, a lot of tragedy in my life just yet. So it's tough, but she was just a great person, and we're everybody, her friends and family, we're all going to miss her, and just thinking about her and her entire family. But that's what I was saying. If they're having a celebration of life for her to be announced, and if it's this weekend, I'm going to Miami, so I might not be at the Music City Grand Prix. But Slick Vic, love Slick Vic. Just what a person, and I'm gonna miss her. And sorry, that may be uncomfortable for a lot of people, but she just has had a huge impact on my life that she would never understand, and just had to throw that out there for her. So, love you, Vicky. I know that might be uncomfortable, awkward for some people, but she's meant a lot to me. So, wanted to give her a sincere shout out, and let's get the energy back going. Slick Vic would love this show, by the way. She would love this show. Let's get to the Tan Heart Triple Crown, ladies and gentlemen. Get the music back going here. I got to get more songs on here. I got like a set of a few songs in this that you're hearing right now, or about to hear. Boom. But I got to get some more music on here. That's a plan for when I get back home. I'll get some more music going. Love the retro wave kind of stuff. Damn sex bot. Terrible timing. And Vicky would laugh at that. She would think that was hilarious. But moving on. Let's get the energy back going. I want to see some Tan Heart Triple Crown parlays. Let's get them going in the comments right now. I need some Triple Crown parlays. Give me your best. And we have to win this weekend. We have to win a parlay. I think my parlay is going to win. I feel really fucking good about it. It's going to be a Cup race bet, an Xfinity race bet, and an IndyCar bet. So let's get it going. Get the chat flowing. And I got to get the fucking the thing on the screen, the little overlay majigger. Boom. The Tan Heart Triple Crown segment. If you're new to the show, this is the Racing Motorsports Parlay segment of the show. I give my own Triple Crown bet, and then I allow the community to give all their Triple Crown bets, and I take my favorite one, and I personally will bet on it and name it after you if it hits. You will be a legend to the Garage Guys, to the NASCAR betting community if you give me a Triple Crown winner. Let's go. I'll go ahead and tell you guys what mine's going to be. Let me get it up here on the board. The Tan Hart Triple Crown for Dale Center episode 7. Our 7th attempt. Some people say 7 is a lucky number. This is our 7th attempt at the Tan Hart Triple Crown. We've gotten close, but close is no dice when it comes to a parlay. Hear me out here. Stan Mayer over Austin Hill, which is my number 1 play on Dale Center. A Herta win or top 3. I have not seen top 3 odds, so I can't give you a number on that. This graphic is based on having Herta to win in the parlay. So you got Colton Herta to win, Sam Mayer over Austin Hill, and Daniel Suarez for a top 10 plus $23.98. A $100 bet would win you about $2,400. A $2,400 slapper right there. I love this parlay because I'm really high on all these. I'm using all Dale Center top plays and combining them. That's how good I feel about this weekend, specifically with these bets. So this is the Tan Hart Triple Crown. I'm going to leave that up here on the board. And let's see some comments, baby. I want to see what you guys got. The bot is ruthless. The bot is ruthless. Got to give it to her. Herta, Gibbs, Logano to win. I want to see give me a payout for that one. I'm not going to be on Joey. I don't know if I'll be on Ty Gibbs, but I appreciate it, Nick. That's a frisky one. That's getting real frisky with it. I'll tell you that. Triple Crown parlay. Bell pull, Herta win, Mayer to win. Wow, that is next level right there. That's next level. I love it. I love that one. That's basically, I mean, Christopher Bell is being undervalued by DraftKings on qualifying. I have looked at the poll bets, and Barstool had him at like plus 600 to win the poll. DraftKings had him at like 1,200. I don't know what's going on there, but C. Bell has been unbelievable at qualifying all season long. So I don't hate that one, but I'm terrible at poll bets. I have lost like 7 poll bets in a row, so I'm just not fucking touching it. Fuck it. Try it again. Let's get it. Let's get it, Son of Smoke. I believe in you. Reddick, Herta, Barry, 54,000. $100 wins you 54K if that one hits. Love that, Gavin. Okay, Gavin. Herta, Suarez, Stinger to win. $100 wins you 160 grand if all 3 of these fucking guys win. That's a good one too. Beer Hooters at Dale Center Triple Crown. The Garage Guys 3 commandments. Let's get a round of applause for Camden. Love that comment. That's a good one. That's a good one. I might have to bet that one. But that would be like minus 200. So they're all virtual locks, right? Especially Beer and Hooters. VK, Mayer, and Dylan to win. Why not? Dude, that would be heartbreaking for Vegas if that hit. Holy shit. VK is 22 to 1. Mayer is 12 to 1. Austin Dillon's on DraftKings is probably 60 to 1. $100 would easily win you $1 million, I think. No, maybe not $1 million. It'd be close. Nick, I want some payouts right there. I want to see what the payout would be. Suarez top 5, Mayer top 5, Herta to win. I love that one. That's my favorite one so far. He's back. Son of Smoke is back. He's back for another one. I like that one a lot. Barry top 3, Suarez top 5, Herta to win plus 68.30. The Go Fast Troy parlay of the week. Thank you, because you gave me what you want it to be called. Go Fast Troy. Appreciate you. That's a good one too. I'm going to consider that one for sure. Any Ford to win Cup, Herta to win, and Barry to win. Don't do this, but I did. I don't know if I'm on the Fords. Can't do that. Bryden, I love it. I love it. Blaney probably would have the best chance of the Ford, right? But I'm just not on the Ford just yet. Mayer win. Dude, everybody's doing the same thing. Mayer, Suarez, Herta. MSH. The MSH parlay. Mayer, Herta, Dillon top 5 plus 11,100 on DraftKings. Tony triples. Okay, let's see. 188 to 1. Blaney top 3, Barry dub, and Herta dub. I like that one. I like that one a lot. It just depends on how much I'm going to be on It just depends on how much I'm going to be on Ford, right? Like, I don't know how I feel about Blaney just yet. But I've seen a lot of people are on Ryan Blaney. So that definitely intrigues me. Herta Dub, Mayor top 5, Joe Zabel top 5, plus 4,800. I like that one. Full send on limited tick line. McChicken on Gavin. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're talking $1, maybe $2 max. If you get a McChicken, you got to get the Big Mac sauce on the McChicken. That was like the go-to. I hope you do that. Yeah, dude, I love smokes, man. I love smokes. VK Mayor 10. Oh my God, a $1 bet pays 24 grand. Holy shit. The fuck out of here, Glaze. Bryden, Fords have won. Yeah, so I'm glad you brought this up because Fords have been really good here, but track history is less important than ever in 2022 compared to any of the past few years because of what we've seen in 2022 alone. Like, the best data to predict races in 2022 is races from 2022. We don't have a lot of practice. We do have qualifying, obviously, but practice time is limited. So guys that unload fast typically are fast throughout the race if they don't have random problems, which totally possible, right? But I just don't know if I can do Ford yet because I don't know how they're going to unload when we get on track. Ryan Blaney did win, but William Byron and Kyle Larson dominated this race last year, and he capitalized on a late race restart. So I'm going to wait on Ford. There could be a Ford driver in the cards once we see practice and qualifying, but we will see about that. Yep, use track history this year, exactly. I feel like that's been the best for me. I've picked 3 outright winners in a row in the Cup Series, and most of that data has been from earlier this year and practice and qualifying. Like, waiting, I think that this is a good weekend to wait after practice and qualifying. Because I just don't think Kyle Busch should be the favorite. I really don't. I think that is so bizarre. If he qualifies well, his odds will go up, which he's been great at qualifying all year, right? Whenever he hasn't wrecked or spun out, Kyle Busch has been super fast at qualifying. He qualifies well. Maybe that line diminishes a little bit, finds more value with some other guys. Most of my bets are going to wait for practice and qualifying throughout everything this weekend. No question about it. It took me a second. Nice profile pic. Pussy. Hey, everybody, let's give a round of applause for Glaze. From the heart of America. Heart of America native Glaze. Okay. Look, I don't know. I haven't seen any more Triple Crowns. What are we thinking? What are we thinking on Triple Crowns? I might have to go with Smoke again, man. I hate to go with the same person twice in a row. Exit. Usually, books don't even have to win odds for IndyCar yet by this time. And we're trying to work on getting that. We're trying to work on getting more lines out earlier. So, Hattiesburg is the heart of America. There's no question about it. Not debatable. Herta, Barry, Austin, Dillon. Dude, these are insane. Dude. These are fucking insane. I can't ride those. I want to win my parlay, so I can't ride these really frisky ones. It's one of these two right here. One of these two is the one. I think I like Josh Berry a little bit more. Give me Berry top 5. How about that? We do Berry top 5, Troy. Suarez top 5. And Herta to win. It'll diminish the odds down to probably like plus 4,000, 3,500. It could cut it in half. But it's still good. Man, that one is good too. This one's hard. I'm reading some new comments. Get that comment out of here. For what it's worth, Greg, I didn't use any pre-22 data beyond using green flag, speed correlation, green speed correlation, all speed / other data was from 2022. Yeah, I totally agree. This season has just been unprecedented when it comes to the level of competition when it comes to how these cars race. And especially when you look at 2021 and 2020, actually 2019 through 2021, we had that terrible fucking aero package, right? And because of COVID, if you unloaded and were fast, you were gonna be one of the best cars, right? That was the Kyle Larson effect. He unloaded with the best car every single weekend, and that's why he won 10 races and was the mile-and-a-half king last year. So it's totally different. There are different contenders every single week. The data shows us who has been good at these kind of racetracks in 2022, but there will be some differences, right? But no, Greg's got it right on the money. Plus 46.25. All right, Troy, that's it. Hey, type the whole thing out one more time, Troy. Type the whole thing out so I can get it up on the screen. Son of Smoke, your parlay is really good. Your parlay is excellent. But I got to go with this one because I like Josh Berry just a little bit more. Type it out one more time, Troy, and let's get it up. That will be the Community Triple Crown. And it will be, if it hits, what did you want to call it? The Go Fast Troy parlay? Just name it straight after. Come on, Troy. Type it. I know you're working. Get it up there. I need it on the board. I need it on the board right now, Troy. Get it on the board. I'm waiting. Still waiting. Cheers. Hey, your parlay is really good. I would think about riding that one too. Herta Dub, Suarez top 5, Mayer top 5. 6110 on Bovada. Interesting. Wait, nope. All right, Troy. You're going to take your time. I'm just going to go ahead and get it. Let's see. This is my parlay I'm riding, except I'm going to do Josh Berry for a top 5. So that is the Community Triple Crown presented by Go Fast Troy. There it is. Boom. Plus 46.25. A $100 bet wins $4,600. The Go Fast Troy special is what we'll call it if it hits. I feel really good about it. Minimum 2 out of 3 of these will hit. Berry for a top 5 in the Xfinity Series. Suarez a top 5 for Cup. And Colton Herta to win the Music City Grand Prix. I'm also, when we get top 3 odds, I'm going to do both parlays. I'm going to do one with Herta to win, and I'm going to do another one with Herta top 3. So that's how I feel. Appreciate everybody. I just realized how bad this motherfucker's shaking. God damn. Sorry about that. It's what happens when you're Dale Center on the road.
When you see things
But appreciate you guys. Appreciate the energy everybody brought. I told you guys I would announce the Sports God of the Week at the end of the show. And I left it empty on the wall because it's going to my girl, Vicky. Vicky is my Sports God of the Week this week on Dale Center. I have nothing else to say about it. I told you about her. And, of course, the Sex Bot has to chime in. Why are we doing this? Get out of here. But my girl, Vicky, rest in peace. She is the Sports God of the Week for this edition of Dale Center. Want to thank everybody once again. And, guy, this is his house, by the way. He doesn't want to come down here and disturb me. So he's chiming in the chat. But, Alan, appreciate it. Appreciate it. 7:30? Okay. I fuck with it. But yeah, the reason why I pushed it back was because I wanted to make sure I got Vicky on this show because she deserves it. So yeah, Vicky is my sports god forever and always. And let's have a time this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Let's win some fucking bets. Appreciate everybody for the parlays, all the energy, and hopefully we'll nail the Dale Center top 5 and win some fucking money this weekend. This has been a show. This has been Dale Center. If you chime in late, you can still watch the whole thing on YouTube. It will be recorded and on Garage Guys NASCAR Podcast YouTube channel. Thanks again, everybody. Let's fucking go.